In this particular video, first we will look into classification on nomenclature of enzymes, and then we will look into the classes of enzymes. If we talk about the nomenclature of enzymes, then the nomenclature or naming was given by Enzyme Commission, which is written by E.C, and it says that every enzyme has 4 digits in it. Now, what are the 4 digits? The first digit refers to the class, second digit refers to the subclass, the third digit refers to subclass, and fourth digit refers to particular enzyme name. So, 4 digits will together form the name as per this enzyme commission. Now, if we talk about the number of classes, there are 6 classes which are present, and each class has 4 to 13 subclasses in it. So, this is the naming or nomenclature of enzymes. If we talk about the first digit, then the first digit gave us the class of the enzyme, and the 6 classes which are present, those are being written here. So, the classes are, the first class are the oxidoreductases or the dehydrogenases. The second classes are transferases. The third class of enzymes are hydrolases. Fourth are lyases. Fifth are isomerases. And the sixth is lipase. If we talk about the reaction which is catalyzed by these enzymes, then oxidoreductases, as the name says, it catalyzes oxidation reduction between two substrates S and S dash. So, whenever oxidation reduction is happening, then it will be done by first class, that is oxidoreductase. Talking about the second class, which are the transferases, as the name says, these will transfer the group. So, these transferases, if say for example, we will just put it here. So, there is a substrate S, it has group G which is attached with it. There is another substrate which is S dash. So, what will these transferases do? It will transfer this group from S to S dash. So, now the reaction will be S plus S dash G. So, group has transferred from S substrate to S dash substrate, and this is the reaction being done by transferases. Moving to the third class, that is hydrolases. Hydrolases will do hydrolysis. So, these will break the bonds, and the bonds which are broken, these are usually, there are glycosidic bonds, ester bonds, peptide bonds, phosphodiester bonds, ether bonds, carbon to carbon, carbon to halide, and PN bonds. So, these bonds are broken by these hydrolysis. Examples of hydrolases, we can say amylases are examples. Amylases will result into the breakage of glycosidic bonds. Lipases will break the bonds which are present in lipids, that is ester bonds. Proteases will break peptide bonds which are present in proteins. And nucleases will break phosphodiester bonds which are present in nucleic acids. So, these are different examples of hydrolysis. Moving to the fourth class, that is lyases. Now, lyases always catalyze removal of group, but by mechanisms other than hydrolysis, and this will always leave a double bond. So, if we see the reaction over here, so this is a compound, it has X and Y groups. Now, when these lyases acted, then this particular XY group was removed and it resulted in double bond. So, as we see in the case of carbon, here we get double bond and this group is removed, and that is why I say that it is the action of ligases. Moving to the fifth group, that is isomerases, these catalyze isomerism. So, there will be interconversion of different isomers like optical, geometric and positional isomers. The last, that is the sixth class, is called as ligases. Now, ligases catalyze linking together of two compounds. They will link two compounds, and the bonds which they join are carbon to sulfur CS, carbon to oxygen CO, carbon to nitrogen CN, PO bonds. So these bonds are being catalyzed by ligases. So with this, we have completed the reactions which are present in all six classes of enzymes.